I'm so excited for today's video because I finally get to show you guys my new apartment. I know so many of you guys have been waiting patiently to see my new space. Thank you guys for waiting. It's actually been a while since I moved into this new place, but we only kind of got started on the renovations within like the past couple of months. The last update that I left you guys with was when I moved out of my old place and into this place, but I haven't even shown you guys the empty space. Pretty much all of last year I was searching for a condo that really fit my needs. I ended up finding this place, and when me and my parents were touring it, we like immediately knew that this was the place for me. When you first walk in from the left side, this is the den, and oh, so here's just like sliding doors. This room is one of the things that sold me on the place because this could basically be a gigantic walk-in closet or storage area, and not a lot of apartments in Toronto have it. It's really large actually. So that's that. And then we have this massive kitchen, which is so nice. This is my first time having like an actual kitchen. Previous place, I basically had a hallway as a kitchen. So it'll be nice. Hopefully it'll encourage me to actually cook a little bit more. Definitely going to be getting like some bar stools here, which will be nice. But like, look at that. Oh, it's so nice. And then these doors over here are the laundry area. So we have like a mini closet, and then of course washer dryer. And then we have the main living room area over here. So it's really spacious. It's definitely bigger than the living room area of my current condo. And it comes with this little artificial fireplace thing. Let me see if I can turn it on. Ooh, nice. You can actually change the color, which is cool. Heat actually doesn't come from it. It's just for show, which is funny. What I really like is obviously the lighting. This is actually south facing, so it gets really nice light pretty much all throughout the day. And something that's extra cool, you know, looks like a normal TV, right? Like built into the wall, pretty cool. But you can actually flip it to the other bedroom on the other side, and it just turns right around. And then on this side you can have like artwork hanging. I just thought that was so cool. When I first saw that, I was like, whoa, I've never seen this before. It spins pretty easily, and I think it's just so smart. I never would have thought of that myself, so thank you to the previous owner for that. We actually do have a real patio balcony as well. It's kind of noisy, but if you'll remember previously, I did not have that. So that is the main living room area. I guess since the TV flipped over to the other room, we'll take you to this room, which is the master bedroom. So this is where the TV shows up on the bedroom when you spin it. Again, lots of window space. It's a pretty standard bedroom size, but obviously it'll just be nice to have like a really separate bedroom and living area. Closet in here. And then over here is the first bathroom. Oh, where are the lights? Hello. So this is the first bathroom. I like that there's these shelves here because that's something I did not have a lot of, like bathroom storage. Then flipping around, guys, this is the new additional space that I did not have in my previous apartment for sure, which is the second bedroom, which I will be using as an office studio space. But look at how large this is. It's pretty much the same size as the first bedroom, and I'm just really excited to have, of course, a separate workspace area. The lighting, again, amazing. This diagonal, it's perfect because it's southwest, so I get some of the sunset. And it also has its own closet, which will be nice because I can store like filming equipment and stationery and stuff in here. So that's that. And then this is the second bathroom. Hello. Second bathroom has a standing shower instead of the tub, which I would have preferred the standing shower in the master because I just don't take a lot of baths, but that's fine. But anyways, that is the place, guys. Essentially, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, which is amazing considering before I only had 1 or 2 rooms. As you can see, it's a space with lots of potential and I'm so excited to really make it my own. My theme for this entire apartment is going to be cozy. I want to make the ultimate cozy space because I spend so much time here and I just want to feel like a little snug bug in a rug. Like, my ultimate goal is to never have to leave this place. I thought I was going to be able to make it over, decorate it, make it look cute and perfect within like a month or so. I don't know why I thought that. I blame HGTV makeover shows for putting an entire home makeover in the span of 20 minutes because it really just made me believe that home renovations were an easy task. I soon found out that it was going to take a lot longer than I expected. I mean, I probably could have expedited the process and just like rushed through it, but I really just wanted to make this space perfect for me. So I did kind of spend some time living in it with a lot of my old furniture. But I did realize when I moved my old furniture into this place that since this place was so much bigger, a lot of the furniture pieces kind of felt dinky in comparison to the size, and obviously also my taste in furniture and interior design has changed since 5 years ago. So yeah, it was good for me to live in the space and figure out like the flow of the space and also what I wanted and needed. Okay, so you'll probably notice that a lot of this furniture is from my old place. I definitely think I want to bring some like lightness and warmth, especially to emulate that like cozy Scandinavian style. And even though this works, I don't think that does that, so that's why I'm getting like a lighter couch and lighter rug and everything. And it happens to work out because a lot of people in my life happen to be moving into new spaces. Like my sister moved into a new house and needs furniture. Same with one of my really good friends. So a lot of them I'm either selling or giving away this furniture, so it won't be going to waste for sure. While I was doing that, I was also just gathering a lot of inspiration for my space, aka I just scrolled through Pinterest a lot, pinning images and really seeing like the distinct styles and exact furniture pieces that are common threads throughout all the images really helped me kind of fine-tune what the mood board for my space is going to be. I think the main way I would describe my style and how I'm going to take inspiration for this entire space is Japandi. If you don't know what Japandi is, it's a term that combines the cozy, neutral simplicity of Scandinavian design with the warm, earthy calmness of Japanese design. Definitely a lot of like wood tones, earthy tones, neutrals, very simple. However, I definitely think I like a little bit more color and some more trendy things compared to like the typical Japandi style. So I guess kind of like Japandi mixed with mid-century modern trendy art touches is kind of the way I'm going to describe. Let's talk about the current space. So as you guys can see, when I moved in, it was a pretty renovated modern space, but I think it definitely screamed downtown Toronto condo. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's probably a lot of people who would like it the way it is, but again, my key word was cozy, and I definitely think this was not cozy. And when I looked at the space, I think there was a few things that stood out to me that made it not cozy. For this video, by the way, we're focusing on the living room since it's the biggest area and the part that took the most work. In the other videos, we'll do the office and bedroom like separately. Number one was there was these built-ins all over the place in the living room. The previous owner had installed a bunch of these cabinets and wall features. As I was living with it, I just felt like it wasn't really that functional. And on the opposite wall here, they had these cubbies. That's the best way I can describe them. They weren't deep enough to be like actual shelves, so you couldn't really put anything and use it as storage. It was just like literally shallow shelves for display, but it took up so much space. So I just felt like all these built-ins in the living rooms made the place look really like blocky, and they kind of compressed the size of the living room space because everything coming into the space, it just felt so much smaller. You guys know I'm an artist. I like putting up art on my walls, but really there was no wall space for me to do that. So I ended up getting rid of all of those built-ins on both walls, pretty much scrapping the entire wall and resetting it to a regular flat wall. Right before renovations, as you can see, this is what's going to be taken down. It was really cool, this little turny thing. After living in it for a while, I feel like it's just really not practical. And then over here, this is the couch area. We're also taking down that display unit because, again, it kind of takes up a lot of space. We are mid-renovation, and as you can see, there is currently a hole in the middle of my living room because we're taking out that revolving TV, and the next step is to remove this fireplace and that cabinet. It just looks funny because there's this window directly into my bedroom. And then we also took down the cabinets up here. Of course, we're gonna have to drywall and cover it up later. So this is from the bedroom side. Again, you can see right into there. I must admit, it does allow quite a lot of light in because now you get the windows from here. So I'm like, you know, is a bedroom windowsill such a bad idea? And maybe I'll be the first one to have one, and I'll just leave it open like this. This was definitely the hardest part of the process because obviously contractors were involved. We literally had to like tear holes in the wall, put up drywall, get an electrician in to move the plugs and outlets as well. And yeah, that definitely took up most of the time. But once it was done, I was so glad that I decided to get rid of everything because it made the space feel 2 times larger, and I had so much more room to play with, both in terms of floor space and wall space. Then I really wanted to paint all of the walls because the previous wall color was actually this really light icy blue, almost like icicle blue, and needless to say, it made the space feel really cold. So I wanted to just paint the walls white, but like a warmer white. And I never realized how many shades of white there are. I probably spent like a week deciding between a shade of white because there were so many options. But I ended up going with Dove White from Benjamin Moore, which is like one of the most popular shades of white. I can definitely see why because it's so pretty in person. It's like this warm white that's like slightly gray, so it's not too stark white. Oh, I love it. It definitely looks so much better. I actually decided to paint the walls and the ceiling all the same color. Sometimes people paint the ceiling a different color from the wall. If you guys saw in the clips, there's these like ceiling valances, so there's a lot of things sticking out. So I felt like if I changed the colors of the ceiling, it would just break up the space even more and make it feel smaller. So to keep it simple, just the whole thing same color. So the next thing I tackled was the layout of the space. I definitely wanted a cozy living room area because I do spend most of my time horizontal on the couch. So a good couch living room area was definitely necessary. I was so excited to finally have a bigger space because that meant that I could also have a bigger couch. I feel like the adult dream is having like an L-shaped couch or a sectional. The couch I ended up getting is from Cozey, which is the one I'm sitting on right now. They're actually kind enough to send me the couch to make my space more cozy and comfortable, and I'm so grateful because this is my favorite couch ever. As soon as I sat in this, I was like, yep, this is where I will be planting myself for most of my time. What I really loved, especially since I do live in a condo, was the couch modules came in boxes that were really easy to transport, open, and assemble. Like I actually built this relatively quickly. I like it. I need to do the nap test. Oh yeah. The one I ended up getting was the Cielo 3-seater couch with the ottoman at the end, which I placed in an L shape, so it kind of creates this like cozy together vibe, which will be really fun when I have friends over. Anyway, I'm so happy with this couch, and the color is really pretty. It's like this light beige cream color, and all of the slip covers of the couch are washable, which is important to me as a clumsy person. And I also got this cushion from Cozey as well, which matches perfectly in the couch, so thank you again to Cozey. Also in the living room, I got this really large light neutral rug, which is so beautiful, and it definitely warmed up the dark hardwood floors. I do like dark hardwood, but I think having the rug really like sectioned off the space, added texture, warmth, all of the things that we love. Once that spinning TV wall was gone, I got this really beautiful oak wood media unit cabinet that was really wide and took up a lot of that space, but I think it's so perfect. It's like one of my favorite furniture pieces. I know it's going to stay with me forever because it's solid wood and the style is kind of like timeless. Definitely fits within the Japanese style of furniture with the slats and the oak wood. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm literally looking at it right now and I'm like, I'm so happy I decided to go with it. The doors are also sliding, so you can cover any cords and wires and TV boxes and stuff like that.
What about bottom? I just want to see the outline. Yeah, there.
I also got an actual coffee table because in my old place I was using like a bench as a coffee table. This time I got a coffee table that's really large, really big, and it's in the same tone of wood as the media unit. I'm so excited for this in particular because I'm Asian, so I often eat on the floor sitting cross-legged watching TV, and this is just like such a nice dinner space for me. So also in this space, I ended up deciding on placing a little dining nook. I wouldn't really call it a dining room because it's not a separate area. It's not big enough to be considered like a dining room, but there's definitely extra space close to the window. I placed this kind of on a diagonal, so it like juts out and kind of creates this corner nook area, which I thought was really cute. I ended up getting a medium-sized white tulip table. I really like tulip tables because they take up relatively small amount of floor space in comparison to like a full rectangular table where you have like legs and everything. And then I was able to place these chairs around it. Dining room chairs are like my dream chairs. When I was pinning stuff on my Pinterest board, I noticed that pretty much every single picture that I was pinning had these chairs. Guys, my chairs came in finally. I'm so excited for these. Let's go unbox them. I've been sitting on the floor eating thus far, and now that I have a dining room table and chairs, I'm so excited. Oh my god, wait. Sit test. I love them. It's a success. Okay, so here are the chairs. Please excuse the Christmas tree. Yes, I still have it up. We're not going to talk about it. They are these Marcel Brewer inspired chairs. You guys know I love Bauhaus. They are dupes, but I think they look pretty real, and I am not rich enough to have original Marcel Brewer chairs, but I think they're really good quality, so I'll link them down below in case you guys are interested. But I really like that the frame is this like light wood. It definitely has that Japan Scandinavian design influence that I love with the light wood, and I think it just like definitely brings a lot of warmth to this like gray dark area. So beautiful. The shade of wood is a little bit lighter, but I like mixing the wood tones. I think it looks really nice, especially kind of like separates the living room area from the dining room area. And then on the wall opposite of the balcony door, there's kind of just enough space for a cute little sideboard. So I found this one that also has similar slat details to the media unit. Oh, look at that size fit. It's actually like the perfect width. I really like it.
Probably what? I don't know. Should be. not have extended.
My record collection. Wow, I like it. I like it. Let's talk lighting. I think lighting is one of the biggest things that can help make your space feel extra cozy. This condo does actually come with overhead lights and pot lights, but when you turn them on, it just feels so clinical and cold and just too bright. So lighting design to me was like one of the things that I spent the most time deciding on. Okay guys, I'm eating a cookie because I need fuel, but I got this lamp base from IKEA because I actually liked the tone of the wood. I feel like it matched really well with my other furniture, but I feel like what was making it look really cheap was the lampshade. So I got this lampshade from Etsy and it's so cute, and I think it'll work perfectly on this lamp base. Kind of like a hack, I guess, like if you want to make your lamps look more expensive, just change the lampshade. I got this. The owner of the Etsy shop was so nice. They made sure that it would be compatible with my lamp base. So definitely recommend. They're from like Denmark or something. So the original design of these lamps is like Denmark. I think it's like a Denmark designer. So they create like replacement lampshades for them. So originally they're supposed to be like a hanging lamp base, but instead I got it for my floor lamp. And essentially you snap it onto this and then you kind of flip it over like this. And look, then we just place this on here, guys. And then when I plug it in, guys, look at that. I think it looks really cute. Like, let me do a nice little. Woo! It is kind of giving like muffin top, like muffin. What are those called? Muffin liners.
Muffin cup. No.
Cupcake liners.
There you go.
Cupcake liners. It is kind of giving that a little bit, but I like it.
Make it Scandinavian chic.
Exactly. One thing I've learned about myself during this entire process is that I love ambient lighting, and I'm just a huge fan of all types of lamps. Like, it was so hard for me to decide on just a few lamps for my entire space, and I feel like I'm probably gonna end up still getting more, but I have a few here and I want to figure out where I want to place them. One of my favorite things that I had from my previous apartment are these like Philips Hue. They're called, I think they're called the Bloom lamps, and they just create the moodiest backdrop lighting. You actually are meant to like point them to a wall, so it'll kind of illuminate the whole wall. So I think these will be perfect for around the TV area. So I'm gonna put that, because I do know some people get like TV strip lighting, but I don't want to do that because they're kind of expensive. So I'm just reusing these. And then basically I'm gonna put one like here and here. And I also got this lampshade matches the lampshade from my floor lamp from before, but I have to do that flippy thing. Got it. I'm not sure whether I want to use this in my living room or in my office space yet though, so we'll see. Look how cute. And I also found this lamp on Etsy. I love Etsy so much. I've been scouring Etsy for all these like cute sellers, and this is a 3D printed lamp, but I love the wavy design. It's so cool. It definitely is reminiscent of a lantern, which I love. So I'm gonna figure out a place to put this as well. I really like the look of like layered plants and like lamps and stuff on the floor. So I actually think I'm gonna place this lamp next to it, like on the floor. Even though it's not actually meant to be a floor lamp, I kind of like the look of just having like little lighting moments around the space. So let's add a light bulb. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a vibe. In the dining room area above the dining room table, there used to be this hole where the previous owner had a light fixture, but the placement of it wasn't ideal for me because where I wanted the dining room table, the light wouldn't like line up. So when the contractors and drywallers came in, I actually had them cover up that hole so that I could then place the electrical box wherever I wanted. And it was perfect because I found this beautiful pendant light, and it's like this lantern saucer shape. I got it on Etsy from this like Montreal based French shop, and it's so stunning.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's definitely one of my favorite pieces that I ended up getting, and it makes such a difference, especially at night. I put a hue light bulb in it so I can change the color how I want. It's just a chef's kiss. I have invoked a little call a friend action here. I have a special guest with me, Becky from the Sorry Girls.
Hello. Yeah, the thing with condos is they typically tend to be like that cold feeling, like what you said, because a lot of stuff is like built in. It's easy to duplicate, like easy to clean. So there's not a lot of like soft textures. And I think that's where you're really going to get the cozy vibe you're looking for. But I would say anywhere that you can add in like texture. So you've got like a lot of big windows, but I'm guessing there's like no curtains and maybe there's blinds.
Yeah, it's those like roller
Roll down
shades.
ones.
Yeah.
So if there's any possibility to, in front of that, like add a whole bunch of curtains, that's really gonna help.
After talking with Becky, I really agreed with her, so I immediately went to work and got some sheer linen curtains that I put up in front of the roller shades, and it just adds this nice soft sheer texture to the room. And I still kept the roller shades behind it in case I ever need more light coverage, so it's nice to have both. My friends were all like, I've never seen it. Like, what?
It's so good. I cried the first time I watched it.
No, I know, same. And then they were all like really skeptical, which I'm like, I guess it's understandable because it's like, you know, the
Yeah,
like.
I guess that was childish.
Yeah, they were like, really? The Lego movie? And I was like, are you guys kidding? Like, I watched it twice when it came out. And they were all so skeptical. And then I started the movie and like, you could see this, you know, there's like certain moments where it starts getting really real and everyone was like, wait,
Yeah.
whoa. Guys, what do you think? I feel like it looks so good, especially compared to where it was before. Obviously, there's still a lot that still needs to be done in terms of like final touches. I want to put up so much art, especially on this wall over here. But for now, this is like the first time that it's actually felt like a finished space. It's definitely so much cozier, so I feel like I accomplished my mission for that. It feels like my space finally. But that's kind of where I currently am in my space. There's a lot more to come. I mean, guys, we still have the office, we still have the bedroom, we still need to finish up the living room, so there's a lot more apartment videos to come. However, be patient with me because I am not actually a home renovation channel. Designing a space in 3D is so much different from like drawings, but it's been a fun new challenge for me and I can't wait to see how it evolves. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, keep doodling.